Welcome back, Better 5. My name is Carrie and welcome to Strength and Stretch. So this will be a 20 to 30 minute class where we'll be strengthening and lengthening those muscles with bands and then stretching each portion of our body as we go. So let's go ahead and make sure we've got our bands. Sit up nice and tall in those chairs, chest is proud, shoulders are back and down and away from our ears. And let's go ahead and get started. So with every class we want to start off with a very gentle stretch. So let's reach right on up. Arms above our heads, pressing those palms to the ceiling, and then drop your body very gently to the left. Feeling us open up right in those lat muscles. Remembering to breathe. And on the inhale, let's bring ourselves back to center, and then very gently on the exhale, fall to the right side. Feeling that stretch down our left side. And on the inhale, let's bring ourselves back up to center, rolling those shoulders back. Let's take our right hand, hug it across our body, stretching out those anterior deltoids. Switching sides, let's bring the left across, hugging that arm across our body with our other hand. We can let this hand hang out on our side or hug it into our shoulder blades, whatever's most comfortable for you. Dropping that hand down, rolling back those shoulders. Let's very gently twist to the left side, looking over our shoulders if someone's goofing off behind us in class. Keeping those knees, toes, hips facing forward, just twisting with the torso. On the next inhale, let's go ahead and switch over. Twisting to the right, hips, knees, toes facing forward. Really isolating that torso with this stretch. And on the next inhale, let's bring ourselves back up to center. And let's go ahead and lift up our right leg and draw some circles on the floor with our toes. You might hear your ankle do a little bit of popping and cracking here, but we should never feel any pain. Switching sides, let's lift up that left foot. Great big circles with our toes on the floor. Really helping to keep that mobility in those lower legs so we can stay nice and balanced. Bringing that foot back down. Let's go ahead and reset that posture. And just to get our hearts moving a little bit quicker, let's do some great big jumping jacks. Stretching right out, stepping out to the side. Arms can go out to your side like this, or up above your head, whatever's easiest for you. And 5 more. Just setting that intention for the class today. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's grab those bands. Now that we're nice and warm, let's go ahead, grabbing our resistance bands. We're going to start by placing them right under our feet. Placing that band securely under your feet with the handles or the ends equally spaced apart. Make sure they're nice and solid under there. And we're going to grip the band with our palms grasping onto the band and our palms facing inward towards us. And then bending forward with about a 45-degree angle. Let's go ahead and bend at the arm like we're starting a lawnmower for some bent over rows. Bringing those elbows up to the ceiling, holding at the top, and releasing back down. And the very important thing with bands is that we don't let them do all the work on the way down. We are resisting on the way down. And if this gets too easy, slide those hands up that band and fight it on the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Well done. Let's go ahead and slide that band down our feet so that 3/4 of it is on our right side, grasp in our right hand, and those feet are firmly planted on top of that band. We don't want anything flying around and hitting us. Taking our band, palm facing the floor, gripping around it like we're holding onto a bicycle handlebar, and a soft bend in that elbow. Let's go ahead with some lateral raises. Keeping that chest nice and proud, bracing with those bellies. And just like the little arms on those wine openers, we're pivoting right here at the shoulder and resisting that band on the way down. And remember, the best thing about bands is they provide resistance through the whole range of motion. So really fight gravity on the way down. Staying nice and tall. We're not letting the band pull us any one way. Just pumping those arms up and down. One more. Let it go. All right, well done. Let's go ahead and switch sides so we can slide that band across our feet so that 75% is now in our left hand. Palm facing the ground, gripping around it like the handlebar of a bike, and a soft bend in that arm. Sit up tall. Let's lateral raise. And the great thing about doing these exercises one arm at a time is that no arm can take over. If you're right-handed, sometimes our right arm's a little bit greedy and wants to do all the work. So this way we're getting a great symmetrical workout on both sides. Stepping out a little bit wider, adjusting that resistance if you need, and 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Almost there through this first portion. Let's grab that band across our palms. Flip those palms to the ground, holding that band up just about sternum height, and let's pull that band apart. Pulling it apart nice and wide and keeping those shoulders away from the ears, like we're stretching the world's biggest elastic band, because we are. And resisting on the way up, pulling apart just to where our buttons would land if we were wearing a golf shirt. And 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead. Let it go. Shake it out. So let's go ahead and take this band and take it to one of our other main positions, which is right in underneath our armpits, like the straps of a backpack, tucked right in under there. Let's find that comfy resistance with a soft bend in our elbows, just taking our knuckles, facing them towards the ceiling, and we're going to punch out like the letter W, punching towards the crown molding, towards the corners of the room, and resisting that band on the way down for a shoulder press. And keeping that chest nice and proud. Belly is bracing, providing that stability for us. And 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Keeping that band right in our pressing position. Let's take our arms, flip them, knuckles towards your screen, and punch forward for a chest press. Pressing forward, punching through the walls in front of us, and resisting on the way down. And keeping that chest nice and proud, standing up nice and tall. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. All right, let's go ahead and take those bands and set them aside. We won't need them for a little bit. And let's go ahead and stretch out that upper body that we've just worked out. Grabbing our hands, let's lace those fingers together. Flip those palms underneath and show the screen your palms. Dropping those arms away from your shoulders. And now let's go ahead and flow into an anterior deltoid stretch, hugging that right arm across our chest. Switching sides, let's hug that left arm across. Now that we've taken care of that push and pull motion with our upper body, we'll go ahead and work on hinging and squatting once we're done stretching. So let's go ahead and take that ear of our left side, drop it to the left shoulder. If this is a little too easy, take that hand, place it on top of your head, and tilt so you're looking towards the floor. And on the next inhale, let's come up to center, right ear to right shoulder. Deepen that stretch with the hand. And on the next inhale, tilt so you're looking towards the floor. Alrighty, bring ourselves back up. Let's roll and reset those shoulders. Make sure we're sitting forward on that chair, sitting nice and tall. And let's take care of those squatting and hinging movements for our lower body. So first up, if you are seated, we're going to go ahead and do a single leg press. This will be one of our fundamental movements. So bringing up that right leg, bent knee, sole of our shoe is facing the ground. We're going to press forward like we're accelerating, pressing on the gas pedal. Here's the front view, pressing that foot forward like we're accelerating or pumping the brakes. Staying nice and tall. And if this gets too easy, take that hand and push against it as you come back up. All right, 5 more and we'll switch sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let's switch. Left foot up. Sole of your shoe is facing the floor. And bending at that knee, bringing the knee to your chest. Then straighten it back out. Leg press. And if this gets a little too easy, go ahead, take those hands and make yourself work for it. Pressing against those hands, really squeezing those glutes on the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead, shake it out, drop those legs down. We're going to do some leg raises now. So this one is a little bit trickier in the setup, so I'll show you the side view first. We're going to straighten out that left leg first, and then squeezing with our glutes right here. Let's pivot at the hip, lifting that foot up, those thighs off the chair by 2 inches, and back down. Feeling that squeeze right in our hamstrings. Lifting that foot. Almost like a metronome, just up 2 inches, down 2 inches. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, let's shake it out, switch it over. Right foot up, sole of your foot is facing your screen. Leg is straight. Let's lift that leg up 2 inches and lower. Some leg raises. Feeling that squeeze right in our glutes, right in those hamstrings. Sitting up nice and tall throughout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, drop it down. We're almost done with the leg portion for today, so let's sit forward on that chair. Rise up onto those tippy toes for some calf raises. Rising up, holding for a beat, and then dropping them down. The strength and mobility in our lower legs is so important. They're always working to keep us stable and upright. And keeping their mobility is essential to preventing falls. All right, in 5 more, we're going to go ahead and switch the position of our feet. So we're going to glue those heels together, almost like a little duck. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together, rising up. Squeezing at the top like you've never squeezed before. If this is too easy, take those hands and press against all the work that your lower legs are doing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, shake it out. Now let's go ahead and stretch out that lower body. Thank our muscles for strengthening and working with us through that set. So first off, let's stretch out those calves just like in our warm-up. Let's go ahead, lift that right leg up and draw circles on the floor. And then see if you can draw them the other way. I find this way really tricky. It works out my brain as well as my ankle. Alrighty, switching sides, left ankle up, drawing those circles on the floor. Alrighty, switching sides, switching directions. Some directions require more focus than others. That's okay. All right, let's stretch out those quadriceps next. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to twist to the left. And as we twist to the left, watch my right knee. It's going to drop towards the floor. So our left butt cheek is the one sitting on the chair. Keeping ourselves nice and tall, let's press forward with our pelvic bone through the wall like we're tightening a bow. On the next inhale, let's go ahead and bring ourselves back to center. Switching sides, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Twisting to the left or to the right and dropping that left knee so that our right butt cheek is the one connected to the chair. Standing up tall, pressing those hips forward and through. All right, when you're ready, meet me in the middle. Let's switch back over. And we've got 2 more sets left in us. So let's go ahead and grab that band one more time. Let's take this band. We're going to hold it, not really letting it stretch. We're more just using it to space our hands. Just about shoulder height and a little wider than shoulder width apart. And very gently twisting with our bellies, twisting with those abs. We're going to paddle it like we're paddling a kayak. Crunching with those abs. Like we're growing and shrinking by 2 inches every time, but it's only coming from our bellies as we drive that paddle through the water. And 5, 4, let's move with intention. 3, 2, 1. All right, dropping that band down. We don't need it anymore, so you can say thank you for your service. And we're going to do one final movement. These are called cat-cows. So for our cat position, we're going to tuck in our chin and hunch down like we're the teenager with the worst posture in the world. And on the inhale, let's bring our chins up like we're looking at the ceiling, arching that back, really exaggerating that curve of our lumbar spine. And exhale back down to the teenager with the worst posture ever. And inhale up, facing the sun, arching that back. One more time. Tucking in that chin, sulking. And then inhale. Feeling the sun on our face, arching that lower back. All right, let's go ahead, bring ourselves back to center. And one last time, I want you to reach right on up with me. And we're going to fall to the left and fall to the right. Thank you very much, Better 5. That has been Strength and Stretch Day 1. I'll see you next time.